What's up, everyone? It is now Monday, December 8th. We are 1 week out. It's peak week. So this will be my introduction video to peak week. I'm going to try to do this video, and then I'm going to probably have like a show day kind of vlog. I'm going to probably start like recording, I think, on Wednesday when we fly out, and just start getting bits and pieces of that, the tanning. I'm going to put it all into like one probably longer video or something like that. But yes, it's peak week. We are starting everything today. I am currently water loading. Have to do 2 gallons today. I'm going to do 2 gallons tomorrow for Tuesday. And we are going to stop drinking water around, I think it's noon on Wednesday, right after training. So training will be the last little bit of water, and then after that, no water until weigh-ins. Because we are above the weight cap for the bantamweight, so we do need to cut water. So that's the idea right now, is water loading. Makes your body hold a lot of water, then your body starts peeing it out, and then when you stop drinking the water, your body continues to pee it out, so you dehydrate yourself. But then once we get weigh-ins done on Thursday, I can start drinking water, and I have to actually eat a lot of carbs after we get the weigh-in, because Thursday is going to be my carb load day. So that's how the plan is right now. Trying to think. Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday are just normal macros, normal low carb days, so 100 grams each day. We are not carb depleting. If you're familiar with bodybuilding peak weeks, that is something that people do a lot, is they carb deplete. Coach is not making us do that. He just doesn't see a need to do that, really. So we're going to do depletion style training the next couple days. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, everything is going to be really high reps, just really getting the glycogen out of the muscles. So everything's going to be like 20 to 30 reps. So today is a 20 to 30 rep leg day, and the main purpose is literally just getting all the glycogen out of the muscles, because we are not carb depleting, which sucks, by the way. If you've ever had to do that, it's absolutely horrible. One of the hardest things, I think personally myself, with peak week, is you have to pull all artificial sweeteners out for the week. So that starts today as well. So that's also going to be any of like the caffeine crutches that I kind of lean on. So like pre-workouts, energy drinks, stuff like that. The only caffeine I really can get is going to come from like caffeine tablets. So it's not really the same. I really do enjoy in the morning waking up and having like some kind of energy drink, and even going to the gym. Like I'm heading there right now, and it'd be really nice to have some kind of like pre-workout. But yeah, nothing. So I'm going to take a caffeine tablet here in a little bit, and that's going to try to get me through the workout, really, which it's going to feel like trash. I already feel like crap. That's the thing. By the time you get to peak week, it's just feeling you don't have much left, really. Trying to think if there's anything else. Main thing is I just got to nail in posing, just keep practicing posing. Not practicing, but more than anything, just keep building up stamina for it. That's one thing I'm going to be doing all week. Again, like I said, we're flying out Wednesday afternoon. Thursday is check-ins. Friday, I start getting my tanning done, and then Saturday is show day. So it's here. Let's go. Let's get to the gym. All right, and to the voiceover with some sped up footage. So starting off with some safety squat bar squats. Again, the goals today is mainly just pushing the glycogen out of the muscle, so that way we can refill it on the high carb day on Thursday. So just really high reps, just squeezing the muscle, all that good stuff. I have to do the lower body today, and then doing the pull movements, I believe, on Tuesday, and then push movements on Wednesday, I'm pretty sure. Next up, we have these like linear hack squats. My legs, I try to put my feet relatively low on the board so I can just really get the quads going. One of my favorite machines actually I bought for the gym, especially in the off season, just really blast my quads. But yeah, I'm happy that we don't have to do any carb depletion. So my carbs are just basically staying at 100 grams while we're doing all this stuff. So that's really nice. But I think we're pretty much dialed in pretty early. Honestly, like the fact that we stopped the digging phase about 3 weeks out, I've never been able to do that. I'm normally like digging all the way up until peak week, and then peak week we start doing normal protocol stuff. So I was pretty pumped that we pulled all cardio out, but I was kind of hoping for a little bit more food, but it's fine. Pulling the cardio was enough. And yeah, I'll say getting through this workout was kind of tough without my pre-workout. Just some caffeine tablets. It's not it, guys. It's really not. It's one of those things where you just get so accustomed to having your pre-workout, but you have to take out all artificial sweeteners. You'll notice when you do it, you just lean out, you look drier. So if you ever just want to experiment with it, take all artificial sweeteners out and you'll just notice that, like, wow, I'm looking a lot drier. It's one of those things that I remember when I worked with Cliff Wilson, he had me do it too, and John Gorman, they both had me do it. And then the other thing we're doing is we're water loading. So, like, what did I say? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, Monday, Tuesday, we're water loading with 2 gallons of water. Then Wednesday, right after the workout, which I'm supposed to get done around like noon, I have to stop drinking all water from that point. And then, yeah, from that point all the way until like check-ins, really. So we don't have check-ins until Thursday. They start doing check-ins at 3 p.m. So that doesn't even mean that I'm going to get in at 3 p.m. You know, I'm just going to be in line with everybody else to get the check-ins done. So I have to go quite a ways without water. And that is the only thing in this prep that is really different than any other prep I've ever done. I've never really tried to force myself into a weight class. And I'm not like really forcing it like, oh, good, you know, I got to drop like 7 pounds or something like that. You know, woke up today even at like 145. So that's even like a heavier weigh-in. So it's one of those things where it's like we're right above it. And again, the weight cap is 143. So we're just like 2 pounds above right now with, you know, with food in my stomach, water, all that stuff. So once we start actually dehydrating myself, we should have no problem making the bantamweight category. It is funny though, when people look at me like, oh, you're a bodybuilder? Yeah, I'm like, oh, you know, the smallest one, the littlest guy. I'm the bantamweight guy. But hopefully everything goes good and I've done enough to possibly win the bantamweight class this year and turn pro. All right, everyone, we're back at the house. It's later in the day. It's like 7 o'clock at night now. Day's pretty much over. Went good. The workout was it was tiring. Let's put it that way. The leg day, just in that rep range, it's exhausting. But we're doing it just to get the glycogen out of the muscle. We have to do the same thing for the upper body the next 2 days. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. But again, it has its purpose. But we're not carb depleting. We just have to do this high rep stuff just to get glycogen out. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to go over some of the poses, just kind of show you guys what I'm working with right now. Also show you the trunks that we're going to be using. So I'm going to be, last year I used like blue trunks. This year I'm just going to use a solid black pair. Yeah, let's get to this posing. All right, and a little voiceover. So don't mind the messy house. But here we are. Things are looking good. Front double bicep into front lat spread. Legs are looking really good. They don't even, honestly, this lighting, this camera doesn't really do them justice. They honestly look really good. Way better than they did last year. And honestly, way better than they have in the past. I feel like just the amount of like size I was able to keep on my legs, where normally I feel like I lose a lot of my legs going into these preps. Here we go. For the back, back relaxed. And hamstrings are looking good, popping. Glutes are there. Back, boom. Looking dry. I got that back. It's probably my best feature. Rear lat spread, looking good. And these are going to be the posing trunks I'm going to be using. I like just the solid black ones, honestly. I really do. It's fine to use like the blue ones. They're fun, but just having like classic solid black is my favorite. Most muscular. All right, let's go. All right, guys, so that's what we're currently working with. Again, 1 week out, peak week starts. I'm going to take you guys along in the next vlog, just trying to go through the airport, go through tanning, check-ins, all that good stuff. Also going through the water cut that we're going to do. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, guys. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching.